Alright, what up everybody? So today I'm going to be replacing the ignition coils on the S2000. I had this problem before with one ignition coil. Basically what I did is, obviously my check engine light came on, flashing, under hard acceleration. It was bogging. I plugged in the scanner last time. I had a really nice scanner, so it told me which misfire was on, or it told me what cylinder was misfiring. So I basically swapped the coils and the plugs, started back up, cleared the fault. Then whatever, if I put on cylinder 2, it basically told me that I had a bad coil or bad spark plug. I just replaced the spark plug on 1, and then I put the coil pack on 2. So if it would have misfired on 1, it would have been a bad spark plug. If it misfired on 2, which it did, it would have been a bad ignition coil. So I'm getting the same faults. I can go ahead and scan the car again and show you guys which faults I got for a random cylinder misfire. The scan tool I have doesn't show me which cylinder it is, so I decided, what the heck, I already replaced one. I'm just going to replace all 4 of them. And then once I get a nice scan tool, once I drive it to work, I'll go ahead and put the old coils back in, see which one is bad, and then I'll throw away that coil and then keep those as spares. But I'm just going to put all 4 new coils in. So let's get to it. I'm going to change up the camera and I'll see you guys over here. Alright, so first things first is get your Allen keys. I'm just going to guess here on which one it is. It's probably a 3. It might be a little bit smaller. Yeah, a little bit smaller. So, alright, that's a 3.5. So let me go one smaller. Okay. It's 3. I have different bolts in there. I don't know what they come with, but I just upgraded them to hex bolts. I like the way of the look of just the bolt. So they do suck getting off. I guess I could use my nice impact with. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that actually. So just give me 1 second. Hopefully it's this guy. So it is. So let me grab my gun. Okay, that's off. Stick that up there. These are all 10 mil bolts, so let me go ahead and grab those. Okay, next step would be to grab a screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver would work. Pop these up. Okay, there's one of them. Go ahead and just set these out of the way on the floor. Pop this one up. Oh wow, and that is why my car is misfiring. That's bad. Okay, good to know. Okay, this one also has oil on it too. So, obviously, it's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is obviously check in there with the flashlight. Probably my the ignition coil, there's seals on each one of those. They probably didn't seat properly, so I'm gonna go ahead and order those up and order another valve cover gasket. It's probably why I wasn't tightening down all the way, so that is good to know. So let me go ahead, get a flashlight, get you guys back on the tripod, and go from there. Alright guys, so those seals are 3 of them out of the 4 are bad. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking off the valve cover. This should be fun. Ready? Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm moving the camera back here. I got my little oil sucker here. I'm going to hook it up to the air compressor. Had the air compressor running. Turned it off. Alrighty, now that the spark plugs tubes are clean as good as I can with a little bit of brake clean, hopefully it won't hurt the spark plug. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the spark plugs and then get down in there with the rag, clean the little bit of shit that's left in there, and hopefully it should be mint. I'll go ahead and make sure these seals are installed correctly. They must have just got banged around when I did the valve cover gasket video. Link in the description for that. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the spark plugs out now, and we'll be right back. Alright, what up everybody? So I just made sure the valve cover oil ring seals are seated properly. I'm pulling up the torque specs on S2KI forums. Let's see here. So for the valve cover, it's 8.7 foot-pounds. They're the little 10 mil bolts. I'll zoom in on them in 1 second. And also, the spark plugs need to be torqued to 18 foot-pounds. So got the snap on 3/8. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to what it needs to be, and then torque these down. So we'll be back, or you'll see that right now, but I'm just gonna speed it up and put some music behind it. So let's go. Alright guys, so that should fix the problem now that I figured out it's the seals. I also did install the new, ignition coils. I'm just going to go ahead and finish cleaning up here, and I'll show you guys. I got the all the strut bars to go ahead and build the wing. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting all this shit away because I had to suck the oil out. And check the oil level, start her up, make sure she's not leaking, and I should be done. So I guess that's how you figure out how to diagnose your misfire in your S2000. And I figured it was just another ignition coil, but as you can see, I guess I pre-diagnosed it, but it was just some bad or whatever they call them, O-rings for the ignition coil. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the wing build, which I should be doing Thursday or Friday, depending on what's going on. So we'll see you then, and comment, like, subscribe, and peace.